जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में मोती। जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में मोती, वैसे माँ के चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में मोती, वैसे माँ के चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। मुख होता दिया और जीभ होती बाती, पशुओं की स्याही से मैं माँ को लिखता पाती। मुख होता दिया और जीभ होती बाती, पशुओं की स्याही से मैं माँ को लिखता पाती। और सेवा मैं करता, और सेवा मैं करता, कुछ पल माँ जो तू सोती। और तेरे चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में होती, वैसे माँ के चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। मन चाहे तेरा ही बन जाऊं मैं दुलारा, तेरी ही गोदी में बीते अब ये जीवन सारा। मन चाहे तेरा ही बन जाऊं मैं दुलारा, तेरी ही गोदी में बीते अब ये जीवन सारा। तेरी करुणा की छाया, तेरी करुणा की छाया मन के आंगन पे होती। और तेरे चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में मोती, वैसे माँ के चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। मेरे अंधियारे जीवन में बनती तू ज्योति, और तेरे चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती। जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में मोती, जैसे नैनों में ज्योति और सीप में मोती, वैसे माँ के चरणों में थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती, थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती, थोड़ी जगह मेरी होती।
Jai Shri Mataji. Good morning, everyone. A very, very happy Easter Sunday to everybody. Let us all begin our day with a beautiful meditation by bowing down in front of Shri Mataji, raising our Kundalini and putting ourselves into a bandhan. Let us begin by taking the 3 Mahamantras. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Mahalakshmi Mahasaraswati Mahakali Triguణatmika Kundalini Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Kalki Sakshat Shri Sahasrar Swamini Moksha Pradayani Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. Let us take one mantra to Shri Ganesha. Om Tvameva Sakshat Shri Ganesha Sakshat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devi Namo Namaha. with the left hand in the lap and the right hand on the Mother Earth. Let us collectively take the Ganesh Atharvashish.
Raktam Lambodaram Shurpakarnakam Raktavasasam Raktagandamuliktangam Raktapushpai Supovitam Bhaktanukampilam Devam Jagataranam Vachutam Avirmutam Shashishyarao Prakrite Purushat Param Evam Dhyayati Yo Nityam Sayogi Yoginam Vara Namo Gratataye Namo Ganapataye Namaratataye Namaste Sulambodaraya Ekadantaya Vignanashine Shivasutaya Shri Varamutaye Namo Namah Sashat Shri Adi Shakti Mataji Shri Nirmala Devye Namo Namah.
Before we hear the talk by Shri Mataji, I just thought I will read this excerpt out from one of the talks given by Mother in 1984 in Paris, France. This is a conversation with Sahaja yogis, and this is an excerpt from the talk, which felt very appropriate for today. So in Mother's words, the quote is, "And the last judgment has to be done by a person who is nothing but compassion. Only a mother can do the last judgment. Otherwise, you see, anybody who is a man like Christ who crucified himself, or if it is Shri Krishna, he will just kill you. Everybody will have their own style. Only the mother is the one who can understand the problems of the children with compassion, love, and she is the one, with very delicate care, can take them to the right path of ascent. So the mother had to come. So this is the last judgment. Now, the judgment is not going to be done by some sort of a weight or anything. It's the Kundalini. You know yourself, and it is you who has to judge yourself. There is no need for anybody to judge. You judge yourself. You yourself come and say, Mother, my agya is caught up. It's catching. Means I'm egotistical. You say that, my mother, my agya is catching. I am egoistical. But you don't mind saying it because you are out of it. You can judge yourself. So the last judgment is when you separate yourself from yourself and see yourself and judge yourself. You are the judge and you are the criminal. And you are the correcting point and you are the transformer. You do everything to yourself. Jai Shri Mataji. Let us meditate for a couple of minutes before we listen to a talk given by Shri Mataji. Let us raise our attention all the way from the Muladhar, raising it slowly, moving up our Swadhisthana, Nabhi, slowly moving across our heart chakra, all the way to the Vishuddhi, and slowly across the Agya, and resting upon our Sahasrara. Let us do this one more time. Let us slowly raise our attention all the way from our Muladhara, very slowly across all the chakras, and this time let's raise it above our Sahasrara, a few inches above the Sahasrara. Let us do it one more time. Let's raise our attention very slowly again from the Muladhara across our heart chakra, over and above the Vishuddhi, moving up the Agya, and this time let's take it a few more inches above the Sahasrara. With complete attention on the Sahasrara, let us prepare to listen to a talk given by Shri Mataji in 1983 at Brighton. This talk is about the Rutambara Pragya.
When your heart is so full, the words are too poor to carry the intensity. I wish you could understand that intensity through your heart. It's all being arranged, I think, by the Divine, that we should meet here, all of us, in such a wonderful surrounding, in the nature, that something great should happen to all of us, that we should achieve really something great this time. Now, as the time is short, I will tell you first of all a few things about meditation now. Then we'll have 2 more talks, I hope so. Meditation is a very general word. It is not a word that explains all the 3 steps one has to take for meditating. But in Sanskrit language, they have very clearly said how you have to move in your meditation. First is called as dhyana, and second is called as dharana, and the third is called as samadhi. Luckily, Sahaja Yoga is such a thing that you get everything in a bundle. You avoided everything else and you got the samadhi part. That's the beauty of it. First is the dhyana. First, when you have seeking, you put your attention towards the object of your worship. That's called as dhyana. And the dharana is the one in which you put all your effort, concentrate all your effort. But this is all drama for people who are not realized. For them, it's just a sort of an acting that they do. But for a realized soul, it is a reality. So the first, the dhyana you have to do. Some do it of the form, another of the formless. But you are so fortunate that the formless has become a form for you. No problem. You don't have to go from form to formless or formless to form. It's all there. In a bundle. So you concentrate or think of some deity or some point for Nirakar, for the formless, or of Nirakar itself. It's also a mental projection as long as you are not a realized soul. But once you are realized, you have to just think of dhyana, whom you are going to concentrate, or you can say on meditate. But once you start meditating on a person, your attention starts moving. That is also possible after realization. Though it's in a bundle, but some people have it part of it like that. So when you meditate, still your attention can get disturbed every moment. It can happen depending on the intensity of your concentration. So there are some Sahajogis I have seen, they are cooking and there's another one who's meditating. The meditating one will say, oh, I can smell it is burning. So there is no dharana. Dhar means a flow, continuous flow. So there is no dharana. Dhyana is there, but not dharana. The second part of it is very important. That you have to put your attention continuously onto your deity. Then you develop a state which is called as dharana, in which your attention becomes one with the deity. But when these mature, the third stage of samadhi comes in. Now for people who think that without realization they can do it, I think they are absolutely mistaken. But after realization also, when the dharana is established, you have to get to the position where you become samadhi. Now what is that state? When that state comes into your mind, then whatever you do, the deity that you worship, you see that deity in your work. Whatever you see the deity giving you the show. We can put it like that. Whatever you hear, you find the deity telling you the truth. Whatever you read, you find there what the deity would tell you. So, in that state, whatever you do with your eyes, nose, and all these organs, all that becomes a kind of a manifestation of the deity whom you worship. Automatically. You don't have to think now, I must concentrate, all right. I will not have these thoughts. I have to now think about this. It becomes automatically there. You read a book, in that book immediately you find what is good for Sahaja. It is a book which is anti-God, you discard it. Just call Marina there. But if you have a problem, you see that it must be for some lesson to me. That it is to teach me some experience. It is the manifestation of the deity itself. For example, a lady feels she is going to have an abortion, take a position. So one person who is not yet in Samadhi Avastha or condition will say, oh God, I am such a Sahajogi, I have done so much for mother, I went all the way to Pulbara thing, and despite that, see, this is the problem. But another would say that, all right, let me try. I'll go and tell mother on the photograph or maybe telephone something. And he'll find, to his surprise, that it's all done. It's perfectly all right. This is only possible if you are a realized soul, otherwise not possible. So the state that is awakened within you is a new state of mind. In Sanskrit language, it has a very beautiful name, is Rutambara Pradnya, which is a very difficult. Rutambara Pradnya. Rutambara means the whole. Rutambara is the name of the nature. And that the whole nature one feels is enlightened. I'll give an example. When a child is to be born, the mother starts lactating automatically. The nature itself works out for the birth of the child. In the same way, when this Rutambara Pradnya start expressing itself only for Sahajogis, nobody else, you are amazed how things work out suddenly. Rutambara Pradnya, it works out. Now the time is very short, but I'll give you an example. I came to Brighton and Jason said, Mother, let's have Guru Puja in Brighton. I said, all right, have it. But you find out the place. So he went to the university, said the university people will help, but it's rather small. And I said, but ask them. But no, it's booked on Guru Puja. Then I said, then what can you do? He said, then what to do, Mother? I said, you try somewhere else just now. Telephone to somebody else. So went through Yellow Pages, I don't know what, and he telephoned and they said, we have a place, a beautiful place. And you come along. And have lunch with us. Just he came there, went there. He had a very nice life. They were very happy. They were to accommodate everyone. They were very nice, and he was amazed how everything has worked out so well. So the Rutambara Pradnya has started working in your favor. You might tell me this is a miracle that has happened, Mother. We don't know how it has happened. I'll give you an example yesterday. We were doing something with the cement, and the Italian boy said that we'll need 2 bags of cement. I said, you carry on. It won't finish. Even before I was leaving, they were carrying on. Still not finished. Now cement of all the things, imagine. So this special thing is your own state where you are feeling the oneness with the nature, and the nature is feeling oneness with you. So the divine itself is expressing through nature, through various happenings, through various incidents, the love, the protection, the attention that the divine is giving. And there's no end to it. It just happens. And people don't know how it happens. But that is what is the state of Samadhi. But there could be people, if I tell them, will you do this? Oh no, Mother, the shop will be closed. Oh, they won't do it. That's not all right. They go on like that. And there are people who say no. Let's see if Mother has said maybe. I'll give you another simple example. Very simple, absolutely gross, but it is there. One day Mr. Srivastava, he takes one type of tea, very English. And he wouldn't like other teas. So he told me, oh God, we are finished with the tea and what to do tomorrow morning. I said, it's all right, let us go to the tea shop. So he said, it is 8 o'clock in the night, and what do you mean? They'll all laugh at us. There's no shop at 8 o'clock open. The tea center. I said, let's go. What's the harm? I'm just saying, let's go. But he said, what absurd things you're saying? I said, all right, absurd, whatever, let's go. So he wouldn't listen, so I told the driver, all right, let's drive down. We went there. And the lights were on. We said, how is it? The lights are on. So we walked in, you see, very peevishly. And they all were there standing, oh, we've been waiting for you such a long time, and you are the last to come, just imagine. So I asked my husband, he said, I forgot we had a reception here. And they said, you are the last to arrive. And they said, all right, doesn't matter, but you'll have your presents. So they gave us 2 tins each of tea. Examples like that. Today, like some were trying to push the bed. No, the 3 of them were trying. It would not push. I said, all right, I'll push it. I just put my nabi there. I didn't push anything. It just pushed. Because of Rutambara Pradnya. But this is not chamatkar or anything. It exists in the divine, the capacity to manifest its love, to show that you are the saints. You are the chosen ones of God. But you accept that situation first. But if you behave like all other normal people, oh God, the shops are closed and that man is so difficult and I don't think it will happen. Never happen. But you must know you are saints, chosen and given birth by me, the form and the formless. So this pradnya is going to manifest, is manifesting every moment. Be prepared, be happy, welcome it, and accept that you are there. The level is different. Understand? Right? 5 minutes more. I shouldn't do anything that side. All right. Now the time has come for Sahaja Yoga to change its level. We have to change. We have to go higher. The level has to come. But Sahaja Yoga is such a cosmopolitan thing that we have got the worst booths to the highest on the same plate. Now some of them are round ones, which are the ego-oriented ones who roll all the time. You don't know how to raise the plate. If you raise the plate, they'll roll down. So you are frightened, you have to hold them. And there are some who are squares. And the squares ones are carrying other squares on their heads like boots. So if you raise them, they may all topple down. Or maybe the boots might fall off, God knows. But there are third type who are prisms, or like pyramids, who are nicely settled down. Whatever level you raise them, they are stuck there. So those who are at the periphery are a problem, definitely, for me. Because in my compassion, I cannot throw them out. And we have to help them to come out. By really now telling them that they have to rise. How long are we to wait for them? Everyone has to see that the peripheral people are brought in properly so that they don't go out of Sahaja Yoga. Compassion is all right, but not at the cost of keeping the level of Sahaja Yoga lower. Never. We have to raise the level of people who are well settled in Sahaja Yoga. So everybody must try to settle down and come up to minimum standards at least. Otherwise, I'm sorry, many will be sieved out. That's for the 5 minutes. I'll have another, I think 1 hour or so, 1.5 hours later on today. Thank you very much. I would say that somebody should translate it, if possible. Is it possible to translate? In front, to be told them, Ritambara Prajna and all that. Later on you can translate, I mean those who have to go for lunch now should be English then. Because
We're staying here now for the first group of the lunch.
no, then he can explain it the first part. If you, as you please, I don't. Those who are staying here should not. Those who have come should. It's wrong. The guests must be looked after with the other way down. No, we have to divide in 2 halves. But I would say those who understand English should go because the God can speak about this and somebody can translate also in Italian.
Shri Mataji, I'm sorry. I think it's already divided with numbers in 2 lots. So I think the first number is just to go.
Is it already divided?
Yes, it's already
Organized.
organized.
Mercy. I didn't know. You're here, I'm happy. Both of you have come?
Mother?
Only 2 of you have come?
3.
Who is?
Alfredo and Ricardo.
Who?
Alfredo and Ricardo.
Good, good. Yeah, good. So how are you? Substantially support surgery. Like Dr. Warren has brought a very good extract, I think. Is it an extract?
You read it.
Huh? He read it. Just imagine. He was a Catholic Christian church fellow who could say all these things so clearly and see so clearly. And this book is in that a book. But now Rustam told me that he has found out in the Quran Sharif that the Kundalini which resides in the triangular bone is called as Asas. And at the time of resurrection, this will be raised and people will get their realization. Tell you that. The second thing, he said, the same thing which is written in these books, that there are 7 firmaments and there are 7 powers. Can you imagine? All that is described in the Quran, and what are these Muslims doing and what are these Christians doing. But even those who knew the Hindus so-called, what are they doing? Stupid. Everybody seems to be stupid. You can't blame those who knew and you can't blame those who did not. They are just the same. It's very clearly written all about the 7 chakras and everything. This is the Patanjali. But who is seeking God? But these discoveries are coming up and they are going to substantiate. And you are going to talk to these people about the kind of things they have been doing to the essence of religion. But these are authentic things. People want to believe into something that has happened. That's a good thing in a way. Because we have some certificates. Nobody wants to ask any questions to me. Because 1/3 is missing, so I would like to speak about general things later on. Yes, sir. Oh.
Then you just are talking about your comic, and for example, in Islam they're talking about the Mahdi, who looks like
Come, yeah.
In Islam they're talking about the Mahdi who looks like Muslim with a beard, and in Buddhism they are talking about Maitreya who is a fat man, and the religions are talking about the coming of their own form, projecting. What about this?
But
They are
you see,
all talking about your coming.
many of these scriptures are mutilated and changed also. And Buddha is, of course, is a laughing Buddha. They think of laughing Buddha. Then, because it was Muhammad Sahib, they think of a fakir. Because your mind is like a projector. And the film is what you have seen before, like Muhammad Sahib. So the mind projects it and you get Muhammad Sahib as the image. So whatever film you are using, it depends on. But whatever has happened never happens again. So if you have seen with the film, say for example, if you have made a film, it's made once for all. You do not make the same film, do you? I mean, you are having mouse trap for so many days. Yeah. For example. But every time you see that, acting changes. And every 2-3 years, the actors also change. So though the essence is the same going on, the same thing is not going to be repeated. Muhammad Sahib life is not going to be repeated. Nor is he going to come in the way he came as a faqir. No. That has never happened in the history. Why will it happen? So every time, whatever has to happen has to be new. That's the style the nature is. It doesn't want to bore you. Say, with the same.
Let us continue to be in meditation for a couple of minutes before we finish up. Thank you for joining this morning. Let us bow down in front of Shri Mataji whenever we are ready. Raise our Kundalini and put ourselves into a bandhan. Thank you, everyone. And again, a very, very happy Easter to all of you. We look forward to seeing you again tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. From what I think, the timing in Sydney and Melbourne would be changing back today. So morning meditations will happen at 5 a.m. Brisbane time. And happy Easter. Jai Shri Mataji.